Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Super Symmetry. Last time, well, we did a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we basically solved one of our big issues, which was these rubber sheets. We need a lot of them. And so, I spent a bit of time sitting here, collecting some of those rubber sheets. Which, if you couldn't tell, at the time of recording, I wasn't feeling too great. So, we're still not feeling too great. Slightly better, though. It's okay. I don't have to record technically. I technically could just not record, but I just I really want to do this. So what are we working on today? I don't even know. Oh, we should probably get the heat exchanger and centrifuge, or one of them. Centrifuge probably. We could do the centrifuge first. Well, heat exchanger would be good. We do need the drill rig. To get one of these interdimensional pipes, what we actually need is, I believe it's called a, we need an actual quartzite. You get that from the autoclave. You take silicon dioxide, put it through there, with water. Distilled water gives you a better chance, I think. Oh no, regular water gives you a better chance, it looks like. Gives you a 70% chance, or maybe it's just the recipe. Oh, well, this is quartzite dust. Of course it gives you a better chance. If you use distilled water with quartzite, you get, like, the best chance. So historically, one of the problems I've had with my setup for actual sulfuric acid and all of that is that we always have this building up in here, iron 3 sulfate in this roaster, which roasts the pyrite. Right, that's what we're doing today. We're handling pyrite. We need the centrifuge. So we're gonna make the centrifuge. We're gonna set up a pipe system that takes pyrite straight out of the, basically our whole machine setup and just processes the pyrite over at the place over there. So it's time for us to get started with building a centrifuge. We need to first find a centrifuge, which is basic centrifuge, and circuits. Always gonna need more circuits. Don't worry though, because I do have everything fixed, so we could do that. Alright, so we need to make circuit boards. We're gonna do it we can't do it the fancy way yet. I would love to do it the fancy way. We still don't have access to actual resin, which is the big problem with that. So we're gonna have to wait on that. I think 4 of those makes like 2, so if we do like a few more pieces of copper. We need to make more copper in one of these furnaces. We got a load of tin, it looks like, but we're running low on copper now, because copper, not something I focused on. We should definitely fix that. Alright, let's go ahead and fix some things. Well, actually, not fixing things. We're gonna go ahead and grab some things. We need to grab tetrahedrite or some kind of source of, iron, I believe? Or no, copper, I mean. Yeah, it's a source of copper, basically. Which, we don't have many. We have antimony, but that's not the same as copper. I don't think that's gonna work. I think I know what I was supposed to do, but just never did. Let's get actual copper. Oh, whoa. Actually, we have a load of bornite. That is ridiculous. Okay. Well, that's good. Alright, so I've got our copper processing in the old furnaces. And, I believe we need to use a washing machine to make this thing super efficient. So the main thing about this is that this is for ore processing. Alright, we just take, so I believe we need to make a, purified pile of this. How do you get that? There's a basic ore washing plant, and the thing is that these actual, if you wash it, it gives you like a little bit of extra tailing dust and stuff. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. But the thing is that it makes it go way faster, way more energy efficient. And it doesn't take that much to wash it, so it might be worth it. Okay, so I've got the circuits. I believe we just need to get some actual building materials. 1, 2, and then we'll look at the washing machine, because I know we need that as well. I'm not too familiar with, like, advanced ore processing techniques, which is what I want to get into here. That's the main thing, or my main goal for this retry is, actually doing things right with the ore processing, so, the pyrite, right here, we're gonna take a look at, pyrite, because pyrite's got some good stuff about it. So, there's pyrite right here. Yes, this stuff. We're probably gonna start off by just hammering it, right? And making our dust into a... or do we do... yeah, we do pulverization first, what am I saying? But then we send this crushed pyrite from there to the forge hammer, like we're doing already. We send this guy to the centrifuge. It takes... Look at this. It takes 24 EU per tick, and it takes 8 seconds, right? You do it for the ore washer, it takes like 0.4 seconds, uses 4 EU per tick. Doesn't use that much energy. And that gives you... Wait, that gives you pyrite dust as well? That gives you pyrite dust, so that's way cheaper. Well, why don't we just do that? Yeah, we'll have to have several different ore processing lines, it seems like. The only difference between those two recipes that I showed you all is that you get less of the actual tailings, which are nice, but we don't really need limestone tailings. So why would we even try to maximize that? Now, with the basic ore washing plant, what we need to do is get 2 of them, and we just need to get some of those red copper cables. It's literally just rotors. Now, if you haven't done the setup I've got for rotors, which we covered in the previous episode, then this is going to be absolutely painful for you. But, because I happen to have the setup, I don't have to deal with the same pain that you may have to. So, what you want for the setup is an extractor that extracts, makes a liquid, and then puts in a solidifier to make rotors. It's pretty good. That's just a summary of how this works. It's not as good as... I don't think it's as good as the medium voltage extruder. It's definitely not as fast, and it takes 2 steps, which is a little bit annoying, but it's better than doing it by hand. That's for sure, and even saves you resources. Now, I've checked, we already have enough glass that we should be able to make this thing, which is ridiculous. I mean, we have 1 piece of glass. Just enough. Just enough to make this guy. We already have all the wires and stuff. We also have pistons, which we're saving for the actual storage setup later on. This is going to be our ore washing machine. Alright, so we got to buzz down those walls there. And this piping has been annoying. And I've started to realize how annoying this piping is going to be. It's going to be significantly annoying. We're going to have to move it out of the way. Ah, dang it. How'd my wrench break? I just must have slapped that pipe too many times or something. So dumb of me. Okay, let's go ahead and do it again. Let's go ahead and not break a pipe, or not break the wrench again. No, I want to just make a wrench. I wonder if you can make solidifier molds for, like, wrenches and tools. That would be actually nice. That would be pretty good. Like, make that for, like, HV. That would be pretty good. So, I'm gonna have the first ore washing plant, like, set up probably here. This is, like, a good spot for it, I think. Now, we must take into careful consideration how these pipings are gonna go around this. Oh, we also need to get a wrench, because, yeah, we don't have the wrench still. That's a crazy recipe for a wrench if I've ever seen one. Motors, rotors, machine casings. What the heck? Wow, I don't even have those components anymore. The problem with this new reroute of the water pipeline is that it causes an issue where we're gonna have to, like, do some stupid spaghetti to get this to actually fit in. And we're gonna excavate this out, which you can see through the pipe on that side. It's gonna look nice when we're done, don't worry. I have some things we could do to fix this and make it look pretty good. We want the item output mode on this guy enabled, and then from here, I have to figure out a system that works, which is going to involve this crate as our main sorter. We're gonna have this pipe be rerouted into the centrifuge, or, well, the other setup later on, but not right now. Time to invest in these actual brass pipes. This would be probably a good idea. Okay, if I have the crate here, this works better than the prior setup. We can just go down from there. Oh, we need to have some conveyor belts. And this is the first time we're gonna actually use item filters. Conveyor belt time, let's go. There we go, 2 conveyor belts. Which are gonna come off like this. This means you could technically have 6 on this thing. Of course, you would only have 5 maximum. We're using a hopper here because that's what I just have, and it's cheaper to use what you already have and make something new. We probably could just use a pipe. Oh wait, no, we'd have to have a conveyor on this guy, yeah, I guess. Hopper's best choice for that. Alright, so from here we just gotta set up some pipes. And also configure our filters. So, the thing is with this is that I don't really know if this is going to work properly. I know... Wait, what can we do with pyrite dust? Can we do anything interesting with the pyrite dust? Is there, like, any processing? We'll have to look at that. So one of them has to be on whitelist, I think. Another one should probably be on blacklist. But I don't even know. Let's just set it on the whitelist and see what happens. Alright, it should be quite obvious if something is wrong if this chest gets filled with pyrite. So, let's shove some pyrite in there and see what exactly... Oh, wait. I gotta make sure this pipe is set up. Let's see what exactly happens when we put pyrite in the system. We just put in some pyrite dust. it's going into this guy to be washed. But is it going into this guy? No, it isn't. Okay, good. That's good. And this guy has to be set to, but look how fast that's going. That's going insanely fast. And that's going to be part of our actual setup. And oh my gosh, look at this. It glows blue. I haven't used many of these things, so, and I haven't actually seen the front of these. Pretty nice. Okay, so now, in order to automate our actual rubber production even further, we need to make another pipe, which will be made from the legendary material known as brass, because now I actually have brass pipes. So we're gonna type in brass, get that thing locked in. Wait, you can make brass? Oh, what is that used for? What the heck is this? Hold on, let me check that out. You make turbines? Okay, so we gotta craft some more of these bronze. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. 44. It's way more than I needed probably, but I'll use it for something. Okay, so this is right under the coagulation tank, and if we step on that pipe there, we die. So we gotta keep that in mind and not step into it. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be walking into death. Well, I mean, so I guess it might make for a funny moment. But as you can see, we have a significant issue here. We have quite a lot of places where we need this pirate to go. No way to get it there. I'm thinking I'm going to reroute the actual steam connections in such a way that it can fit in this pipe. But I don't want it to look terrible. So, I guess we're going to have to make some iron plates, make some nice looking things. It's actually unfeasible for us to go any other way than if we just were to lift this entire machine, the coagulation tank, up. Because, take a look here, we have this thing in the way, we have this guy in the way, so I can't actually move the pipes out this direction. The only option we have is to literally just go around every single thing, and I think the easiest way to do that would be to just go up through there. Which, fortunately, we do have quite a large quantity of these pipes. Although it'd be best to take a direct route because then we're using less pipes. Holy crap, we did not die from that. That was insane. We could shift it over. Oh my gosh, I hate Greggy Spaghetti. But don't worry, it's worth it. This is actually gonna allow us to not have to do anything for making sulfur and all of that, which is good. But as you can see, we now have the actual pyrite setup automated fully, which is insane. I've never had this thing fully automated, so I'm very happy about that. The next problem we have to solve is the actual iron sulfate production. It's pretty interesting because it stops whenever there's too much sulfuric acid in storage. So I should probably build a storage tank for the sulfuric acid. But this produces banded iron as a result, which needs to be processed in a blast furnace, which is the next thing we should deal with. And, well, we shouldn't be walking into steam now, should we? Steam is quite a lethal device. Yeah, but at least we get to enjoy this giant elevator ride. Oh my gosh, I love this thing so much. I believe if I just shift, oh, I should have shifted right-clicked. Oh, well, that's fine, nothing gets destroyed. I used to think stuff would be destroyed in the steam. The next stage will be tearing out all of this, and then we have to figure out how we're going to process other things like cassiterite and everything. Because everything has a different way of being processed. Thus, we need to maximize all of the yields. Wait a second. Cassiterite also just uses the washing plant. Well, it seems like for the most part, everything should be processed through the centrifuge, and after washing, probably. Okay, so we're gonna get into XNet, which is a fun little tool I've never even messed with, so we need to make a machine casing for this. Alright, so we've got this for a robot arm, which is going to make the connector for the actual setup. The other thing we need is XNet cables, which are these network cables. They require tiny steel pipes. It's pretty basic stuff, and they're not too expensive. You could make them in the chemical bath, it looks like. Maybe. No, never mind. Alright, it's time to make some pipes. Let's go ahead and do that. So the thing about XNet is that I don't actually know how to use this at all. I'm just making this machine tool thing because it's something that I might need, and I will actually, in fact, want this very soon. So I can add the blast furnaces to our automated grid. And we're out of vacuum tubes, which is not good, but I'm sure it won't be a problem. Dang, I can actually make 4 of them. Place connector next to block or machine that should be connected to the network. Okay. I think I understand how this works. Maybe. No, I don't. You think I know what I'm doing? No. Alright, I got a lot of network cables, but now it's finally time for us to build the final machine. We just gotta make some plates for this guy. Next episode we can use this machine. Which, this machine is inside of here. Actually, I think it's up here. Yeah, let's go. All we gotta do is detect some emitters. Let's go. Come on. Wait, does it... What did I make? I have a router. What's the difference? Oh no. We were meant to make this guy instead.